So today we're here talking with Gus de la Querra, and he's a practitioner and lives in Oxford. Good to see you, Gus. Can you just tell us a little bit of background about yourself?
Thank you, Alistair. Yeah, I'm in Oxford now. That's far from my original home. I'm from Cape Town, sunny Cape Town in South Africa. Living in Oxford for the last 20 years or so.
Super. And what's your background in bodywork, please, Gus?
So I started off originally as a sports massage therapist and doing sports therapy, and then I discovered the Bowen technique. I've just been using Bowen, fully exclusively for the last 16 years. So that's my background in that.
So what created your interest in learning about treatment for scar tissue?
My colleague Paula Essen, she introduced me to the scar tissue concept, and we've heard about it for a few years, but I was so busy with what I was doing that I was like, okay, it's there, I know about it, and it's in the background, and then Paula got involved with it, and then I decided to do the course with Paula, and it just went from there. It's just great stuff.
Could you give the viewers any examples of what you've achieved with MSTR, this treatment for scar tissue?
I remember this little girl. She's 7 years old at the time, and she had appendix removed when she was still a baby. And she was having, at the age of 7, still digestive issues, and started working on the appendix scar, which is, at that time was about 7 years old. And it just changed her digestion totally. So these things, that's one of my biggest wow ones, but I must say that I use the technique all the time. So every time I use it, it's like, I can't believe that the scar is causing this or causing that. So to me, it's a wow moment each time.
So what do you think overall, you've been using MSTR for some time now. How do you think it's changed how you work or changed your practice? And what do you think it's done for your clients? What's their response?
It's changed. A lot of times people think that scarring is only got to do with looks, that the scar looks bad, it doesn't look nice, and people want to change that. And a lot of times people forget that the scarring has a massive influence on your whole system, especially the nervous system. So I have found in my daily work that I have found certain issues lagging within the body. So somebody comes to me with a hip problem, and then we found that the muscular function or the physiological function around the hip and certain functions are lagging behind. And I can almost say 99.9%, if they have scarring, a lot of that will link back to the scar. So I would test for that. And I had somebody last week who had a tiny belly button scar, and it was affecting the strength of her hamstrings and her quads, and she was having a problem on that same side. So it was a keyhole scar within the belly button. So I worked within the keyhole scar and immediately could test, and the strength of the hamstrings and the quads came back again straight away. And I saw it earlier this week, and it's actually held. I think a lot of times, you treat people and they get a bit better, and then they come back again and they fall back again. And two months later, the same issue pops up again, and then I think you have to ask yourself, look at other things. But now, knowing what I know now about the scar work, is my first port of call normally. So I go with the scar first, and then see what that's doing, and then lead on from there. So it's just that people come to me with a back pain or a neck problem or ankle issue, and we found that the scar is related to that specific problem, and obviously the clients find it totally amazing because they can see that the scar, through manual muscle testing, that the scar is actually affecting the function here and there. So yeah, I use it on a daily basis.
And so finally, what would you say to anybody that was thinking of taking training in MSTR but hasn't made that final step to commit to a class yet?
I would say do it. The technique's been around for a few years now, hasn't it? So if you haven't done it now, you've missed out on quite a few years of actually creating more change and helping more people with their issues and changing their lives. So I would say don't delay, just do it now, and get on with it. Yeah.
Super. Thank you. Gus is one of many MSTR practitioners in the UK. He's also one of our 20 instructors. around the world. And he's a very valued member of our team. We'll be posting details of how to contact Gus. He's offering courses in the UK, and he will be offering courses in South Africa later in 2021. So we look forward to that, Gus. And thank you so much for your time. It's been a real pleasure to speak with you, and we hope our viewers have enjoyed that as well. Thanks a lot, Gus.
Thank you very
Bye.
much. Bye-bye.